No, mai haere mai. Welcome to our hui today. Welcome to our guests Liz and Kara, who we're going to share a little bit of about our partnership with Tūpuna Parenting. As we all know, Whānau Āwhina are on a pro-equity journey. And so I'd like today be able to share what is it that we're doing our mihi that are actually um, working towards that pro-equity goal. So ko waiau, ko Kala Waikura Kamo toko ingoa, he National Educator toko tūna mahi no Te Whanganui a Tara Ahau. So kia ora everyone, like I mentioned before, I'll pass the raka over to Liz to introduce herself. Kia ora Liz.
Kia ora. Ko ngā puhi me Ngāti Prau, ngā iwi, ko Elizabeth Hart Ahau, and I'm the founder of the Tūpuna Parenting movement and have been working with Whānau Āwhina Plunket this past year or so on this journey. I'll pass the rako to Kara.
Kia ora. Ko Kara Tuala tuku ingoa, and I am the kaiawhina up here in Whangarei for Whānau Āwhina.
Oh, nā mihi kōrero. I guess for Whānau Āwhina, like I mentioned earlier, on this pro-equity journey, and why have we joined with Tūpuna Parenting in this mahi? And that's exactly what we're wanting to do. We're wanting to be a lot more pro-equitable, relatable, especially for our Māori whānau. So this relationship has been really crucial whilst we're on this pro-equity journey. So this movement that I know that Liz is going to talk a little bit more has really helped us to understand how we can best awhia whānau Māori. From in particular Te Ao Māori worldview. So the course is really embedded in Matauranga Māori, and it brings practical relevance to today's modern parenting. So I ask you this question, Liz. What is Ngākau Aroha?
Kia ora, Waikura. Ngākau Aroha is the learning journey to teach kaimahi about our Tūpuna Parenting ways. Tūpuna Parenting. The Tūpuna Parenting movement is about reclaiming our parenting. It's about decolonizing our parenting from the European influence that came through. It's a kaupapa that's grounded really in two pillars. Our tūpuna were gentle and respectful parents in whānau that believed tuatahi, pēpi are born tapu, and tuarua, pēpi are born with mana. And I'll talk a little bit more about these two concepts. Tapu has layers of meaning, and a simple one-word description is sacred, which is pretty good. But tapu also means protected, untouchable, set apart. Don't climb that maunga, that mountain, or don't swim in that river. It's tapu. But tapu is also an inherited quality of all people and one that deserves respect. With this tapu, pēpi and tamariki were protected from all harm. So our tūpuna didn't smack or yell at our pēpi or tamariki, even when they broke rules or made mistakes. They were gentle. And do our pēpi ever stop being tapu? No, Kyle. They are tapu, sacred and protected for their whole lives. Tuarua, pēpi are also born with mana, which demands respect as well. And some people find it surprising that pēpi has mana, and that may be because they don't know all the layers of mana. It's not just something that you earn with age and contributing to your community. You are born with it, inherited from your tūpuna and from the atua, the spirit world, just like tapu is. Our tūpuna respected pēpi from birth, and they listened to them and responded to their needs. They were never dismissed. Our pēpi and tamariki were taonga, were treasures. So that's the two po of Tūpuna Parenting, the foundations of that kaupapa. And so to spread this movement across the motu, I'm teaching Māori kaimahi about this kaupapa in detail. training them as experts in tūpuna parenting so they can share it with the whānau they support. This learning journey is called Ngākau Aroha Parenting, loving heart parenting. And last week, I've been thrilled to see the first rōpū of kaimahi graduating from this learning journey, a mana enhancing group of wahine who work as kaiawhina, Māori health workers within Whānau Āwhina Plunket, and they're from 4 different rohe across the motu, Northland, Manukau, Waikato, and Wellington. And Kara is one of that rōpū. So Kara, can you tell us a little bit about the impact that Ngākau Aroha Parenting had on you, and perhaps share a story of some of the early impacts it's had on some of the whānau you support?
For me as a kaimahi, sharing this kaupapa, I'm super grateful. I get to weave it into my practice, and it enhances us building whanaungatanga, being able to bring in their tūpuna. I think that we sometimes forget, we get caught up in this modern days of doing things, and it's nice to gift this taonga that I have learnt into our whānau's homes and let them reclaim their whakapapa and remind them of their tūpuna. I have a whānau that I've been working closely with since I started here at Whānau Āwhina, and I was able to weave Tūpuna Parenting movement into my mahi daily. So when pēpi was born, I was able to talk to them and weave in the two pose of tapu and mana, and gifting them that taonga, letting them know that their baby is born tapu, it's born mana, doesn't need to earn that right, and to nurture that. They also have a teenager in their home, which can be a bit frustrating at times with a pēpi and an older tamariki. And she did say that she was a yali mum, reminding her of how her tūpuna parented her. It made her think and also sparked some joy for her, because she remembered that her nanny, when she was being hoha with her mum, that her nanny put her into the garden to remind her of that was just something so special to witness, that she then remembered about her tūpuna and how they parented her. I have now been back into her home after having these conversations and sharing Liz's kaupapa, and she watched some of the videos, and I can see the change already, and it's only been a few weeks. So imagine, a few months' time, and being a part of this movement, I honestly will always be grateful for. So kia ora, Liz.
Kia ora, Kara, thank you. It's a beautiful kōrero about that whānau and the beginning of their journey on this waka of tūpuna parenting ways. And that's really what the tūpuna parenting movement is all about, is sharing the kaupapa far and wide. Ka mua ka muri, going into the future with our eyes fixed on the past, on our tūpuna. I'm so pleased to be on this journey with Whānau Āwhina Plunket. Ngā mihi nui ki a koutou. Thank you for joining us to learn more about this kaupapa today.
Ngā mihi.
Kia ora.